Hi, good day, everyone. My name is Suresh Naidu Sadasivan. I'm Senior Blockchain Consultant for APU or Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation. And I have been in this blockchain space since like 2000, late 2014 and 2015. So that is when I started going into blockchain space. And actually, my background is law, right? And from law, I ventured into this blockchain space, and I've been there since then, right? Okay, now the topic that given for me today is blockchain for enterprise in 2023 and beyond. Okay, well, this is a huge area, for me to cover. Okay, and I was just given like 20 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes to, cover this entire area, which would be very, very difficult. It's not enough for me to really tell you in within like 15 to 20 minutes everything that is going to happen in 2023 and beyond. You are like asking me to predict the future. Yeah, all right. Okay, so well, when you say predict, we I'm not Nostradamus or anyone just to say that okay, this is going to come or that is going to come, and people are going to be like this. All right. So when you say future, okay, what do you think is going to be for blockchain for enterprise? Basically, what we can do is we will base, all right, or we can base on what has happened and what is happening now, and with that we can actually give some guesswork, right, or just a guess based on the historical background of whatever has happened and what is happening now, for us to talk about what is going to happen in the future. All right. Okay, let's get started. All right, I don't want to go too much into other things. All right, let's look at blockchain for enterprise in 2023 and beyond. Now, okay, so first of all, to tell you what is blockchain, in my normal speech or trainings, normally I will just cover easily about half an hour to 45 minutes just to explain what is blockchain. And I will be able, I would have given you very good examples, even for a layman, to understand what exactly blockchain is, but I'm unable to do it, right? I assume that most of you guys who are listening to me now, probably you would have known about blockchain, or even if you are a newbie, it's time for you to go and read in detail what exactly blockchain is all about. Now, basically, blockchain is created for Bitcoin, and it is used as an underlying technology for all cryptocurrencies that you are seeing now, enabling peer-to-peer transaction. That means one-to-one. I mean, you don't need an intermediary to transfer now, with their protection against hacking. All right. Now, I'm not saying that just because you're using blockchain that you cannot be hacked. It is wrong, right? It is possible to hack, but there are ways where all these things can be avoided. Now, all transactions are recorded in a distributed ledger, and the technology works through a combination of information blocks, algorithms, and cryptography, right, due to which the consensus is achieved. All right. So basically, it is sent to all the machines, all these recordings, and they remain there. So it will be difficult for a hacker to go and hack those information. All right. So this is a gist of what is blockchain all about. Now, if you ask me to tell me in one sentence what is blockchain, basically it's just a software. Okay, a software that you are going to use. That's it, right? Just for a layman term, right? That is blockchain all about. So from there on, for those who are still new to blockchain, you can actually go and read up more information on that, right? Okay, moving on. Okay, so this is how basically blockchain works. All right, if you see the picture here, right? Normally, for a transaction, when transaction is submitted to a blockchain, and then transactions are constantly being sent to the network by the users, right? Now, network receives the transaction, and the transactions are received by computer, who verify that the transactions are valid, right? Number three, the new block is created and is propagated, and the computer then packages the transaction into the next block, so they go one after the other and sends it out to the network, right? And the fourth one, blockchain is updated and transaction is completed now, right? And the newest block is added to the chain of blocks, and the transactions are confirmed, right? So now basically these are for financial transactions. They use blockchain, right? Now moving on. So this is our key. This is our key area that we are covering today, right? What is enterprise blockchain? Now, I'm sure you know what is enterprise all about. Basically, just in a simple form, this is it's business basically, right? So it's a type of permission blockchain, right? Enterprise blockchain is permission blockchain that can be used to scale up commercial procedures like tracking supplies, setting international transactions, or exchange of digital information, both inside the company and of course with other companies. All right. Now it is also a ledger. All right. I'm sure you know what is a ledger, where you write all your accounts and stuff, comprised of chronologically ordered, encrypted entries, also known as blocks, okay, that may be used as a single data source, right, across a dispersed network. Now, this is often a permission ledger that is only accessible to a small group of users. That means it's not like a Bitcoin where transaction where public everyone will be able to see the transactions, and also the business has absolute control over the users. That means the businesses or enterprises can decide who can see the transaction. Now, due to the ability to limit who can see their data, corporations believe that this type better meets their objective than a public blockchain network like Bitcoin. Right now, so probably the what do you call, the corporations don't or may not want to use Bitcoin for this one main reason, because they don't want the general public to see their transaction, okay, how much is going out, how much is coming in, and all those stuff. They want to keep it secret. Imagine banks, right? They don't want to show everything that is happening in their transactions. So that is the main reason that they may not want to use Bitcoin, for example. All right. So this is the one I'm talking now is mainly for financial transaction. All right. Now, large and well-known companies in the world are already adopting enterprise blockchain in their businesses, business operations such as Intel, Facebook, IBM, Walmart, and even JP Morgan. Okay, all these businesses are already exploring and adopting enterprise blockchain in their businesses, right? Now, what are the features of enterprise blockchain? Right, there is some kind of accountability. Right, there's you are accountable to someone because it is private, and it is also permission. Right, and there can be scalability. That means you scale it up. Right, and it is distributed and immutable. Basically, okay, immutable means you can't simply hack. Right, uh, and then it is secure, and also it is token driven, right? So that means you can have your own tokens to be in your own network, right? So these are some of the features of enterprise blockchain. Now, these are some of the top enterprise blockchain platforms for enterprises. That means if you are an enterprise, okay, and you have a company, now on which platform you want to use this blockchain, right? So these are a few that are already using the, companies already using. These are some of the platforms like Ethereum, Quorum, Hyperledger, Corda, and so on, right? Okay, now what are the types of enterprise blockchain? Basically, you have private, or what you call as permission blockchain. You have hybrid, right? That means a combination of private and public, meaning some they can allow, some they cannot allow you to see. And we also have consortium blockchain. Now, whatever I'm telling you now, these are just like an introduction, a very quick introduction to what is enterprise blockchain, or how blockchain in enterprise is all about, right? Before actually I can give you my prediction. Okay, now why is the enterprise blockchain important for business, right? So you might want to ask, I'm having a business, why is it important? So when I do trainings for corporates to decide whether they want to use blockchain or not, so this is the main question. The first question normally they ask, why is it important for my business, right? These are the things that they will usually ask, right? Of course, when we do specifically for a company, they'll be able to tell me what they do and everything. Then with my training, will be able to decide whether you will need a uh, blockchain or you don't need a blockchain. See, the usage of enterprise blockchain or blockchain to be used in enterprise has become a hype, until like each and every other company is trying to think that, okay, oh, everybody is moving, so I have to use blockchain. No, it doesn't. It's not like that. Like, you have an existing system that you're already using, and it is already good enough for you, and it saves costs for you, then you don't have to look into this area. All right, because this, when you want to use blockchain, it is going to cost you. Now, if after using the enterprise blockchain or blockchain within your business, if you think that it is going to reduce the cost further compared to what all the softwares that you are using now, then fair enough, you can actually use blockchain, right? So now, why is it important for businesses? Basically, it enhances transparency, it improves efficiency of the company or enterprise, as there's better security, and there is also automation. That means things will be done automatically, right? And okay, so let's go into the prediction. No, no, it's not prediction really. It's just based on whatever readings that I've gone through. So I've just taken pointers for you, right, to tell you the uh, 2023 and beyond, how the enterprise blockchain or blockchain in enterprise is going to be, right? Now, so point number one is basically, let's look at the popular areas for blockchain development. Okay, BC stands for blockchain, blockchain development. Okay, now market volume for spending on various blockchain solutions by end of 2023 could easily reach to USD 23.3 billion, right? So this is just in 1 year. So if you look at it in 2018, it was like USD 1.5 billion only. And how many years is that? Like, within this span of these numbers of years, all right? And in 2023, it is predicted that, it can easily reach about 23.3 billion US dollars, right? You can see the difference. And beyond that, I don't know, it could be what, 2024, it can be 30, 40, 50, we don't know, right? But the chances are there, right? And more enterprises are coming in. But also, we have to look at the current economic situation of the world now, right? How the inflation is going to hit, and any unforeseen circumstances that is going to happen. As I mentioned to you, I'm no Nostradamus, right? And nobody knew, okay, nobody predicted about COVID will be hitting for almost like more than 2 years, correct or not? Okay, so that's why I'm saying, right? What I can say now is based now, right? If it is going to happen, whatever I've mentioned here, then you can say, oh, Mr. Suresh mentioned this last year, or a few years back, he has already told that. Okay. Now, most popular directions are other than crypto. Okay. Now, currently, if you look at it, the main usage is all about crypto, financial transaction, and so on. But most popular direction is going to be in is industry, and also IoT side. All right, Internet of Things. All right. When you say industry, other industries that I am referring to. All right. So these are, whatever I put here is just point form. So I won't have time to elaborate for you. All right. Probably end of the slide, I will give you my email and contact number. So probably you can reach out to me and we can talk further on this, right? So then there will be an increase of investment volumes and venture financing going beyond 2023, right? So more and more venture capitalists will come forward to do financing and investments. They'll try to reduce a lot of reducing operating costs, which any business needs to simplify work processes. All right, this is what's already happening, and it will continue further. Now, increased demand for blockchain in logistic and commerce area, right? So it will increase more. Main problem that gets in the way of blockchain development is the uncertainty of regulatory framework, as well as the lack of experience, information, and knowledge of employees working with blockchain. That is the key problem, right? Probably the top management of a company, they might want to use it, but then looking at the employees that are working in this particular company, they also need some kind of idea or information what blockchain is all about and how are they going to work on it. So these are some of the difficulties that companies might face, especially on regulation framework, right? You don't know what the government exactly wants, probably. I'm talking about worldwide, right? So respective countries, they'll have their own idea, and enterprise will come up with something. Then the government will come in and say that, oh, you cannot do like this and you cannot do like that. So there won't be clear picture. So I hope there will be clearer regulatory framework that will start coming in after 2023 or beyond that, right? And technology and standards development. So now technology will improve significantly with new standards and delivery models that will spark interest from businesses, basically, right? New ecosystem with proper standards and innovation will also emerge, right? Previously, when blockchain started, we don't have a standard. Uh, what do you call a standards to tell, okay, this is how it should work, or there's no conditions that set forward in certain transaction and so on, but we already have those standards, right? Now, moving on. Number three, blockchain usage trends and prospects, right? So what are the usage trends and prospects going in future? Now, at the moment, finance, payment systems, and retails are actively using the blockchain technology. So that's what they are using. Now, main trends in 2023 and beyond are going to be like cross-border payment and settlements. Now, we do have cross-border payment and settlements now. Some of the companies, individuals, they are using it, but it will start becoming more popular, right? Now, you have trade finance and post trade, lot lineage and provenance, asset or goods management, regulatory compliance, and others, right? So these are some of it trend that is going to go in future. Now, the technology is in its infancy, right? I mean, it's still if you ask me, it's still at a baby stage, right? Still a young kid. And there can be many ideas about the future development and trends of the technology and the products that will be available. Okay, because it's all about creativity, right? Some of it you wouldn't have expected that, oh, this will come, right? So before you will, initially when you have a cryptocurrency, then you wouldn't have imagined about DeFi space, or you wouldn't have imagined about NFT space, right? So likewise, going forward, you're looking at the innovation and the ideas that people are going to have. Some of it you can't even say what is it going to be like, right? Then, other than usage of cryptocurrencies, the usage of utility tokens, digital shares, natural asset tokens, and stable coins will increase further, right? So this is my take on that. And decentralized finance and banking. Now, when you talk about decentralized finance, can include blockchain-based instruments that work with smart contracts, basically, right? Now, so what I'm trying to say here is, another thing I want to focus is, just you want to talk about decentralization. The enterprise shouldn't, or the people who are inventing, they shouldn't just focus on decentralization alone. Okay, there are many other areas that need to be looked at, right? Now, decentralized finance can include blockchain-based instruments that work with smart contract. Now, acceptance, or basically, I'm talking about trust, right? Trust among the people. So trust among ordinary people will increase. It's already there, but it will increase further. And the financial institutions will invest large amount of money in the technology, because they know these ordinary people are their customers. So when they see more and more people have started talking about it, and they already have some knowledge about it, these banks will surely want some investment in it. So the biggest blockchain users will be banks. Now, in the future, no one will investigate credit history, because the information will be shown by the registry in the blockchain, right? Now, many banking institutions will be forced to switch to blockchain. More nations will move into central bank digital currency also. Even in Malaysia, okay, we already started having the talk on CBDC already, right? Okay, so this is this and that. Now, on international trade, in the industry, working with smart contracts will make it possible to simplify the issuance of customs invoices, licenses, certificates, and other documents. Now, the development of this trend will reduce overall cost, time for cargo clearance, and reduce corruption. Many more companies, countries, and states will be creating separate alliances by adopting blockchain. Now, value chain, blockchain gives additional visibility and any transaction can be tracked back to the data chain, ensure reliability. Now, this creates the global value chain of goods. Improvements in technology in the future will lead to transformations from reducing cost to increasing efficiency by using new operation models. Okay, that will come up also. Now, using blockchain outside finance, I think I'm already into the last slide. Now, telecommunications and media, education, manufacturing, healthcare, games, science, trade in retail goods and consumer goods, and public administrations are among the possible environments for blockchain that will see more adoption. Now, among these, the niche areas to look into for enterprises are like information exchange, personal information and digital identity, grant funding, operational accounting, transparent supply chain, learn to earn, working with customer base, and monetization of content creativity. There's a lot of content creators. Okay, think about making money out of it, right? Okay, so I mean the conclusion already. Now, so the decentralized focus of blockchain is not a perfect solution at the moment, right? So that, as I mentioned earlier, right, don't just focus on decentralization. The technology has a way to go in 2023 and the future. So blockchain will make it easy for CEOs to interact with IT executive. Now, by incorporating blockchain into their business, any CEO in 2023 and beyond will be one step ahead of their competitors. All right, but first identify whether you will need a blockchain or not. All right, now with full scale introduction of blockchain development into real business, finance managers will be flexible in implementing the technology, and any regulatory and financial risk will be easier to be analyzed and also controlled. Now, given the functionality and the large number of blockchain based programs in various sectors, we can expect a regulatory framework and technology that will be used around the world. Around the world will in 2023 and following years also. Okay, it will uh, be further used in the future. All right, so that is the take from me, and thank you so much. All right, and thanks for listening to my presentation on enterprise blockchain or blockchain in enterprise. Now, if you have any queries, you can email to me at suresh.naidu@staffemail.edu.my. That is my phone number. Okay, 019 3211 134. And yep, that's it from me. And thank you guys. I'll see you all when I see you all. Bye.